Today's yoga is a standing routine yoga, so we're not going to be getting down on the ground or anything. This is something pretty quick that you can do. It's not a super long routine, it's not super drawn out, it's just a nice way to wake up your body and stretch out your body, get everything going, get your digestive juices flowing from right to left. So here we go, let's get started. Let's go ahead and get started. Come to the front of your mat, standing with your feet directly underneath your shoulders. Your toes are going to be a little bit pigeon-toed just because you want your feet to be completely parallel to the sides of your mat. So this pinky toe should line up with the back of your heel, which will make you a little bit pigeon-toed. But this is the correct form for the standing routine. Okay, go ahead and take a few deep breaths, regulating your breathing. So inhaling deeply. And on the next inhale, bring those arms up into prayer position, dropping those shoulders back. You can go ahead and look up at those hands. And then on your exhale, swan dive down. You're just looking at your toes. You can bend those knees a little bit. And then go ahead and take an inhale. Raise to halfway, flat back, so you should be able to have a tea party on your back. Half flat back. And on your exhale, release. Go ahead and bring both hands to the sides of your mat, your fingertips touching, and go ahead and shoot that left foot back. So now you're in a lunge position. Make sure that you can plant that foot down, so that foot's going to be planted down at an angle, so your back foot should be facing an angle towards the corner of your mat, front foot completely straight down, and you're just going to inhale, lift up into that position. Your knee should be directly vertical over your ankle, just making sure that body's lined up, hips straight to really get the full effect. Front knee bent, back knee should be straight, and make sure your foot is completely on the ground. Your hips should be level, and you can go ahead and stay here. Bring your arms to heart center, or if you want an even more intense stretch, go ahead and inhale and swoop them up over your head and look up. Stay here for a couple of seconds, coming out of the pose if you need to. And on your next exhale, bring those arms out. Now you're going to rotate your hips out and looking out toward the left side. Making sure that knee is still over the legs. If this is getting uncomfortable, go ahead and straighten that leg, come out, and then go ahead and go back into it when you're ready. Taking nice, steady, deep breaths here, inhaling in. And on that next exhale, go ahead and bring your hands back down. Perfect. Alright, go ahead and bring that leg back. You can come into child's pose if you'd like. Just stretching everything out. Or go ahead and come into downward dog to stretch it all out. So stay either in your child's pose or downward dog for a couple of breaths. I'm going to stay in child's pose. And when you're ready, come back up to all fours and back to a standing position. Alright, let's go ahead and do the next side. Go ahead and inhale, bringing those arms up into prayer position, dropping those shoulders back. And on your exhale, swan diving down all the way to your mat. Fingertips to the mat, knees bent if you need them to be bent. And on an inhale, come up halfway to tabletop. And exhale down. Alright, on your next inhale, you are bringing your right foot back to the back of your mat for your low lunge, and then go ahead and drop it. If you need to, take it out more. If your hips are not centered, go ahead and take it out more towards this side. Or you can go ahead and shorten your stance. So whatever is comfortable for you. And then go ahead and inhale up. And look up. Or bring your hands to prayer position here. Making sure that knee is vertical over your ankle. Your hips are in line. Everything is aligned. Alright, and on that next exhale, go ahead and bring those arms out to a T and twist your body. Just twisting your hips as well. And on your next exhale, go ahead and bring those arms down to your mat again. Bringing that right foot back in, staying bent over, stretching out those legs. Stretching out that lower back, and bring it to tabletop, and release. Go ahead and inhale, breathing all the way back up. And as you exhale, bring those hands down to heart center. Perfect. Alright. The next pose we're going to do is a tree pose variation. We're going to go ahead and start with our feet in Tadasana. So at the front of your mat again, feet parallel with the outsides of your mat. And go ahead. Alright, and go ahead and cross one foot over. And you can bring your hands up here to your heart center if you want. And if you can, go ahead and bring it up higher. If not, you can bring it here or here. Otherwise, go ahead and keep it here to stretch, or bring it up. Putting your focus on something towards the ground will make it easier for you to balance. And then if you want, go ahead and bring those arms overhead and look up. Releasing everything on an exhale at the same time. And now over to the next one, bringing your weight over to your right foot. You can put your ankle here. Bring it up to your calf. Or go ahead and bring it over your knee. Do not place this foot on your knee. Go ahead and squeeze bone to bone, and you can bring your arms up. Or if you're here, and release everything. Perfect. Okay. This is another variation of the tree. We can go ahead and cross that leg over this time, putting the weight in our left foot, hands in prayer position, or we can go ahead and bring it up, or bring it all the way up. If that is uncomfortable, you're staying here, or bringing it to the next level. Bringing those arms up, and exhale everything. And bringing your weight to your right foot now. You're going to cross that left foot over, moving it here, bringing it up to the next level, or holding it all the way over. Exhale, release. Perfect, and that's just a quick routine you can do. It's a standing routine, so you're not getting down on the mat. I mean, you don't really even need a mat for this routine. This is something you can easily do on the go. This stretches out your legs, this stretches out lower back muscles, and this helps with digestion. So, there you have it.